this is just a quick video on the reasons why I think Mary Earps deserves more respect than what she gets sometimes from some people out there. I'm not saying it's everybody. It's so some people just irk me a little bit, especially on social media, because they just waffle on about a load of, as the old man would put it, verbal diarrhea. They just don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea, of what it is to be like to be a goalkeeper. None of us really do. I mean, I played in goal loads, mate. I could tell you what it's like playing goal from an amateur level, from Saturday Sunday league level, from 5, 6, 7 aside level. You know, the point I'm making is I think she's been really, really solid. She's given us a really, really solid base to build upon from. She is the start of that solid base. You think of Earps, the Turners, and Hayley Ladd. That's our big 3, 4 solid base players there. And I think you have to give credit to Mary Earps for that. I think her communication with the back four, I think, is top notch. I think you cannot disagree with that, because I've seen it. I've been there live. I've seen it on television and everything. She does communicate with the back four. She's always talking to them. She's always giving them a go if they need to kick up the backside. She's a pretty solid goalkeeper. I don't understand why people seem to want to dig her out week in, week out. She's done very little wrong for me. It's not as though she's chucking the ball in the back of her own net, chucking it in every game, is it? She's not. Because goalkeepers every now and then will make mistakes. Goalkeepers are all human, But I couldn't tell you really what big, massive mistake she's ever made. I really couldn't. I can't remember one off the top of my head. Someone out there may be able to correct me, but I honestly cannot remember one off the top of my head that that was really, really bad. That was a really bad goalkeeping error, And it's funny this because I've got a few stats in front of me. I'll put the old readers on in a minute and give you a few stats that I found out about Mary Earps over the 2 seasons she's been at Manchester United. I think it makes for very, very pretty interesting reading, really. In fact, I'll do that now, actually. I'll put the old readers on because I cannot see. I'm as blind as a bat. But obviously, in the WSL for United over the last 2 seasons, she's been the mainstay in goal near enough. Last season, for example, she played 14 matches, started all 14 of them, 14 matches she appeared in, 1,260 minutes played, 12 goals against, conceded 12 goals in 1,260 minutes and 14 games played. Goal against for every per 90 minutes is 0.86. If we go on to the next one, shots against then comes to 45. That's shots on target against, I beg your pardon. Saves 35. Save percentage of 0.778. In those 14 games, we won 7 of them, drawing 2, losing 5. Clean sheets 5 is what she got last season, with a clean sheet percentage of 35.7% in those games. And this, by the way, this is just the WSL. It's not the Conti Cup. It's not the FA Cup. It's not any other competition. It's just basically purely on the WSL list. That's what I've just based it on to make it a little bit easier. And this season, of course, we sit top of the pops. All right, Chelsea got a couple of games in hand over us, but pressure's back on them to go win them couple of games. But we played 12 matches this season. She started 12. She's played all 12 league games. 1,080 minutes played. Goals against is 11. So roughly the same figure as last season, albeit that she played a couple more games. Goals against goes to 0.92, but bearing in mind that, again, she played a couple more games, so from last season. 34 shots on target against, saves 25, save percentage 0.676. And of course, this season we've won 9, drawn 2, lost 1 in the league. Clean sheets again, once again, is 5. But this time the clean sheet percentage is up to 41.7%. So that's telling me she's a pretty solid goalkeeper in there. You know, actually looking at it on the WSL side, well, no, it doesn't go as far as that. I thought I saw Reading there when she was at Reading, but the stats are incomplete for that. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Solid goalkeepers. You know what I mean? People are saying, "Oh, it's just considered 11 in 12." That's nothing, mate. That's nothing. We've won 9 games, drawing 2, losing 1. 5 clean sheets, 41.7% clean sheet percentage of clean sheets against the results. So, you know, and she's played 1,080 minutes. You know, kept 5 clean sheets in them 1,080 minutes. And considering she played 1,260 minutes last season, and the clean sheet percentage was 35.7. So you can say why, you know, things are looking the way I think she's a solid goalkeeper. I just don't understand why we like to dig players out. I mean, the stats don't lie. It's perfect. Oh, by the way, that 41.7% clean sheet record at the minute this season is the second best in the league. Second best in the league. I'm not so sure who's the best. I can't be bothered to look, mate. This is about United, not nobody else. But second best in the league this season, the clean sheet percentage. You know, what more do you want? What more do you want from your goalkeepers? I don't understand. I think she came in. She came in. You know, with Siobhan Chamberlain announced that she was pregnant. We need to bring in another goalkeeper. She came in a couple of seasons ago. Well, last season, shall we say? And she's honestly been solid as a rock. And I love Chamberlain. I was a big Siobhan Chamberlain fan. However, for me, Chamberlain was prone to the odd lapses of concentration, the odd error. Again, all goalkeepers make them, like I said. But for me, Mary Earps is a better goalkeeper. Is solid. She's an England international goalkeeper, and you know what you're getting from her. You know, I just don't understand all this hoorah about. Oh, we need a good goalkeeper. We need this. We need that. She's rubbish. Who the hell? Do people watch these matches? Am I imagining that she's shipped in about 20 goals in one game, or she's chucking the ball in the back of the net, back of her own net? Man, I think people are just so reactionary and so, you know, a bit cuckoo. Some people live in cuckoo land. I tell you, you know, she is a decent goalkeeper. Now, whether we need to bring in another goalkeeper as a backup or as someone to challenge her and a bit more experience than Emily Ramsey and Fran Bentley, that's possibly an option and why you would bring another goalkeeper in. But to bring a goalkeeper in to replace her as first choice, to bring another first choice keeper in and maybe, like some people say, shift her out. Are you absolutely mad? Are you having a laugh? Are you smoking someone like Bob Man, she's an absolute terrific goalkeeper. No doubts about it, mate. No doubts about it. I wouldn't take any other goalkeeper in the league over her. I would not. The way that the team, especially the back line, has improved immensely, especially this season compared to last season. Even compared to last season, it's improved immensely for me. You know, yes, we had a couple of mistakes against Chelsea. Yes, the Turners switched off a little bit, both of them. But those two are usually solid as a rock, sound as a pound. Them two, you don't get any trouble out of them. You know, every player makes a mistake. Every goalkeeper makes a mistake. But the problem is with goalkeepers make mistakes, it's magnified 1,000%. But what I'm trying to say is just get off the case. Let her be. Let her do what she's doing. Proper goalkeeper, mate. Proper goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? When people give me, no, Ben, she, out of 12 matches, she's conceded 11 goals in the league. Yeah, but I say to you, she's got a clean sheet percentage of 41.7. with 5 clean sheets, which matched the clean sheets he had last season. And she played 2 more games in the league last season before it got obviously curtain-tailed. You know, because of the coronavirus. To have a little bit of respect, man, for some of the players that play for us. I don't get all this, oh, you need this and they're all rubbish, this is rubbish, that's rubbish. Guys have got to have a bit more fucking respect for the players that play for this football club. In my opinion, I don't understand why I absolutely blew a gasket the other day when I found out something, man, and it's just not on. It is not on. We're sitting top of the fucking pops, not bottom of the fucking league. I think it's about time some of you have to be a little bit realistic. Stop smoking those Bob Marleys and fucking, you know, understand that the players are doing an absolute fantastic job. Each and every single one of them. Top of the pops, mate. Top of the league. You know, just stop being stupid. Stop being fucking... Do you know what I mean? Because we're in this point where we're in silly season, transfer talk. I fucking hate transfer talk. I hate it for the men. I hate it for the women. It's all a load of fucking bollocks. No one knows what they're talking about. You can guess and guess and guess and guess and guess. Guess and guess and guess and guess and guess. Because that's all it is. It's guesswork transfers. Nobody knows. The only person that knows anything about any potential deals or anything or anybody that they want to come in is Casey Stoney. And you know for a fact, if no one brings in a player that Stoney likes, that they don't like, that Casey Stoney's brought in, they will hammer Casey Stoney. They will hammer her. But let's remember, who's the fucking manager that's put us top of the pops? Who's the fucking manager 2.5 seasons that has given us an FA Women's Championship trophy? Give us a 4th place finish and we're top of the pops now. Just have a bit more respect, man. A bit more fucking patience and have a bit more belief in this fucking team. Because we're going places, whether people like it or not. And Mary Earps is one of them that's going to guide us to Champions League football and possibly silverware galore. That's all I'm going to say about that. And yeah, I've ranted and raved for long enough. So yeah, just get behind our players, yeah? Come on, United.